Capital Delhi has become a hostage to this unprecedented constitutional deadlock, and this turf war between Delhi's Lieutenant Governor Najeeb Jung and the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has ensured that governance has come to a near virtual stop. To make matters worse, there's been a massive escalation in the hostilities today, with the Lieutenant Governor cancelling all appointments, not just of top 4 IAS officers, but all appointments made by Kejriwal in the past 4 days.
An unprecedented escalation. The Najeeb Jung-Arvind Kejriwal war reaching fever pitch. Firing a massive salvo, the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi cancelled all appointments by the Aam Aadmi Party government in the last 7 days, asserting that only he has the sole authority to transfer and post. The Aam Aadmi Party government hit back with a vengeance. Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia shot off a letter to Jung, asking him to name the law which empowers him to appoint officials. The Aam Aadmi Party also made a direct personal attack on Jung, tweeting an article that claimed Jung was on the payrolls of a corporate and has now turned a corporate lobbyist.
मुझे यकीन नहीं हो रहा है कि वही एलजी हैं कि जिन्होंने ये आश्वासन दिया था इस सरकार को कि वो अपना पूरा सहयोग देंगे। आज हमें काम नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है।
The centre, however, downplayed the incident after Kejriwal shot off a letter to Narendra Modi. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who met the President, advised the Lieutenant Governor and Chief Minister to bury the hatchet.
मैं समझता हूं कि एलजी को, चीफ मिनिस्टर को, दोनों को आपस में बैठकर इस समस्या का समाधान निकालना चाहिए।
Amidst the capital free-for-all, rival parties let loose a barrage of political attacks.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अपनी एरोगेंस छोड़नी पड़ेगी। उनका अपना कन्फ्लिक्ट करने का, जो विरोध करने की जो उनकी राजनीति का स्टाइल है, उसको उनको छोड़ना पड़ेगा। आपस में मिल करके, बैठ करके समाधान ढूंढने की राजनीति उनको करनी पड़ेगी।
With the centre washing its hands of this ongoing crisis, now all eyes are on the office of the president, as both the sides refuse to blink first. In New Delhi with camera person Sudhir Kumar, Ankit Tyagi for Headlines Today.
We'll get you the constitutional position on this, but let's tell you what both the sides are saying when they've dug in their heels for trench warfare in Delhi. Najeeb Jung says Delhi is a union territory. It has a distinct identity, a distinct status. It's not like any other state. The LG is acting as if there is president's rule and not an elected government in the state, says Arvind Kejriwal. That's not the only point. The LG, specifically on the issue of transfer and postings of top officers, say only the LG can decide on crucial postings, of course, by consulting the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister says that the LG's oral orders will be vetted first by the ministers and the Chief Minister, to which the LG says that no, this cannot happen as per the Constitution. Not just that, there's another point that is being taken here, and which is on routing files through LG's office and the Chief Minister's office, on which the Lieutenant Governor says, I have the exclusive powers, files must come to me first. The Chief Minister says all orders will be vetted by the Council of Ministers and the Chief Minister. The LG is only here to advise us and not to run a parallel administration. And I want to bring in former Additional Solicitor General Vikas Singh for more on this. Vikas Singh, the Lieutenant Governor, has shot off this letter that Headlines Today has accessed, and this letter very clearly states that Delhi is a union territory that has a legislative assembly. It does not have all the powers that a normal state has, and only the LG has the exclusive powers to appoint top officials like secretaries and chief secretary. Is he right?
Well, I'll tell you, as far as the state of Delhi is concerned, there are certain accepted matters which are not with the Delhi government, and there are certain matters which are with the Delhi government. Now, if you look at the accepted matters, one is law and public order, the other is police, and the third is land. As far as police and land is concerned, they are quite clearly demarcated, but as far as public order is concerned, it is quite an overlapping issue which can actually get into several other aspects. Because of this fact, in the NCT Act and the rules, conduct of business rules for Delhi, there is a lot of discretion vested in the Lieutenant Governor to decide as to whether a subject falls in the accepted matter or it doesn't fall in the accepted matter. So the decision whether it is an accepted matter is to be taken by the Lieutenant Governor himself.
Okay, but on specifics of appointment, now Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, he sought legal opinion of top legal eagles, whether it's Gopal Subramaniam or Rajiv Dhawan, who've opined that the recommendation of the Chief Minister and his Council of Ministers is binding on the Lieutenant Governor. Do you agree?
Now, as far as the appointment of Chief Secretary is concerned, if you see the conduct of business rules for Delhi government, it says Chief Secretary, Secretary Land, Secretary Home and Commissioner of Police. These are 4 offices which will be appointed by the central government and not by the Delhi government. Now, here what happened was that there was an issue with regard to the appointment of the acting Chief Secretary.
Okay.
And I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of that unless if you want me to, I can get into the nitty-gritty of that as well. But there was an issue with regard to that appointment. Now, when that appointment was made, one of the secretary who is dealing with service, he notified the appointment because the Lieutenant Governor approved the appointment.
Okay.
Now, by virtue of that fact, since he notified the appointment approved by the Lieutenant Governor, which the Lieutenant Governor clearly was within his rights to notify, the secretary's services were, terminated, or rather he was transferred and somebody else was placed overnight in his place. Now, if the only reason for transferring him was that he had notified the appointment of the Chief Secretary, then the Lieutenant Governor, who is the supreme authority as far as the state is concerned, because he is the competent authority for appointment of any secretary, even if it's something which is within the discretion of the state government.
No, but specifically on the issue of appointment of the acting Chief Secretary, which led to this entire crisis. Now, Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia sent out a letter recommending 2 names, Shakuntala Gamlin and Parimal Rai. But he recommended Rai. Now, Chief Minister Kejriwal signed off saying, I agree. Can the Lieutenant Governor then choose Gamlin instead of Rai?
Now, in the 4 names, Parimal Rai's name was not there and Gamlin was there, I think, as number 2 or number 3. The Delhi government had nothing really speaking against Gamlin, but still they said we will go for Parimal Rai. Now, as the Chief Secretary of Delhi and as the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi and being the cadre controlling authority, because these are central service officers who are, central government is the cadre controlling authority.
Okay.
He can take a call and say that, look here, why do you go for such a junior person when there is nothing really serious against the other senior person and it's just a merely ad hoc appointment. So that call the Lieutenant Governor definitely has a right to take, because the formal appointment also is to be done by the central government. So the officiating appointment also can be done by the Lieutenant Governor, who is a delegate of the central government as far as the administration of Delhi is concerned.
So is this a clash of egos then? For the moment, Mr. Vikas Singh, many thanks for joining me here on Headlines today.